everyone, it's Delaney and I'm back with another art project this week. Since you've all heard the saying, April showers bring May flowers, I figured this week we would make fingerprint rain scenes, sort of. So in the end they'll look something a little like this. You have to draw a little cloudy day, some flowers, and then do fingerprint raindrops. All the things you're going to need are a piece of paper, some paper towels, for underneath the paper, some paint. You'll definitely need blue paint. It could be watercolor or any other kind that you have. And then you can either use other coloring supplies or you can still use paint for the scene around it. And of course, you'll need your finger. So get all your materials together and we'll get started. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to need is a piece of paper. I'm going to be holding mine vertically with the short edge on top. You can hold it horizontally if you like. You're also going to need paint. I have watercolor paint here, but feel free to use whatever kind of paint you like. I'm going to be using watercolor paint for the rest of my picture, but you can use other coloring supplies as well. And you'll definitely need a paintbrush as well. If you're using watercolor paint or just any other paint, you also need a cup of water. So I have that here. And then since we're going to be using paint, I highly suggest getting some paper towels to put underneath your piece of paper and maybe underneath your paints too, just to keep your table neat so the colors don't bleed through too much. All right, so the first step in this process is going to be setting the scene on your picture. So that means drawing clouds and maybe some grass and flowers at the bottom. You're allowed to get as creative here as you like. So what you can do, you can draw the clouds on top. If you want to, go ahead and grab a pencil and draw the clouds up top, and then use whatever coloring supplies, be it the paint or the markers, crayons, whatever you chose, and then color that in to your liking. So I'm going to speed this part of the video up because it's just going to be me drawing whatever scene I like. But go ahead and pause the video if you need more time, and then unpause when you're ready to move on to the next step. Alright, and as you can see here, I've finished my scene. I've left space in the middle so I can use my hand for the fingerprint. And to do the fingerprint, what you're going to do, you can choose any one of your fingers. You can use all of them, you can use just one, but you're going to want to take the blue paint and taking just a little of it, gently brush it onto your finger that you want to stamp onto the paper. So I'm going to take my pointer finger and I'm just going to brush a little bit of blue paint right on it like that. And then once I have it fully coated with paint, I'm just going to press it down to the paper for about like 2 seconds, lift it, and now you can see that I've got a fingerprint raindrop right there. And there might be some leftover paint still, so you can go ahead and stamp multiple times with the same paint coating, but go ahead and reapply the paint onto your finger however many times you need to, so you can fill up the entire area with raindrops. And you can use multiple fingers if you like. I'm just going to use my pointer finger, but feel free to get creative with that. And again, I'm going to speed this part of the video up, but feel free to pause if you need more time and then unpause when you're finished. Alright, and then once you've filled up the entire area with raindrops, be sure to go and wash your hands from the paint, and then leave your picture out to dry, and once it's done, you'll have a completed project. Alright, and we're done. As you can see, this is how mine turned out, and yours might look a little different depending on how you chose to design it, but that's okay because you're allowed to get as creative as you like with this project. So if you need to, go ahead and rewind the video if you need to rewatch steps, but if not, then I will see you next week with another art video. Bye!